guys, it's Rachel and today I'm back with a flip through of a planner I've just moved into. Actually I moved into this a couple of weeks ago, but I haven't yet done a flip through video because the setup inside hadn't really changed too much, so it wasn't too different to my Sweet Peach flip that I did not that long ago, but things have changed a little bit more inside now. A bit of the deco has changed, and the way that I'm using some of the inserts have changed, and there's some new inserts in, so I just thought any excuse to flip my planner really, isn't it? So this is the Foxy Fix personal snap closure, but I am using personal wide inserts inside, so the same really as what I was doing in my Sweet Peach. When I originally bought this planner, because what happened was I had a botanical rose in the actual snap closure personal wide size, and I got it in the mystery sale, and I love that planner so much, but it was too big, it was too wide, there was too much overhang. The Foxy Fix planners do seem to be, the snap closure ones anyway, do seem to be quite generous with the dimensions in the personal wide. I'm not sure about the other planners, but definitely in the personal wide. So yeah, I decided that what I was going to do was take a bit of a risk and buy a personal. Obviously they didn't do the botanical rose anymore, but the sugar grapefruit is another gorgeous sort of bubblegum pink that I'm completely in love with. And Foxy Fix did announce not too long ago that they were going to discontinue some leather colours, so it was the perfect excuse for me to think, right, I'm going to have to get this because they might discontinue it, and that's how I justified this purchase to myself. I did send it to my More box, so I did save on customs and I did save a little bit on postage, because it's a lot cheaper to post it to your More box from Foxy Fix than it is to post it from Foxy Fix to the UK. Obviously I then had to pay for shipping from my More box to the UK, but as I said, I missed customs, and also it's cheaper to ship that way anyway. So yeah, I picked this up. So my concern when I did this, I think I did touch on this a little bit in the Sweet Peach video, but just in case anybody watching didn't watch that video, I will just quickly touch on it. I was concerned with putting the personal wide inserts in here. I knew that they would fit. I knew that I couldn't have side tabs because I'd seen that on some other people's YouTube videos. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to fit whatever I needed in here because I'm a chunky planner. I like a big fat chunky planner. So yeah, I was worried that I wouldn't be able to close it. Now you can see she is closed, but she's struggling. She can't breathe. She's carrying a bit of timber. She's quite stuffed. So here's all my top tabs. I've got some various different ones. I'll touch on them as we go through. But yeah, you can see I have managed to stuff her quite a bit. She is very chunky, and I'm really happy with that. So anybody else who's thinking about using a personal Foxy Fix with a snap, and it does have to be the snap, the elastic closure will not do it. There was a lady who commented on a Facebook post of mine yesterday when I popped a picture up of this, and she said that she had tried it with an elastic and it didn't work. Yeah, and it doesn't, unfortunately. If she'd have asked me first, I could have told her that it didn't work that way, but yeah, unfortunately it will only do it with a snap closure. But I used to be really into elastic closures. I used to like that traveller's notebook look, but I'm not a traveller's notebook girl. But I sold a lot of planners that had elastic, and I'm only left now, I think I've got 4 planners that have got snap closure. So I mean, I don't know whether or not in the future I'll pick another elastic, but for me at the moment I'm just in love with this, the snap closure personal with personal wide inserts. So I think I've rambled enough, so we'll just get into it. So I've got the pink stitching. I'm not sure how much it's picking up. It's not a great day outside. And I also got the holographic fox and pip bow. I've got nothing on the spine. And this wasn't mystery sale. This was just a full price item that I picked up, and she's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love her so much. In fact, like I said, I did have the botanical rose, but I do like this better. This colour is much more of a gorgeous bubblegum pink. So the front pockets and the dashboard that I have at the front hasn't changed too much. In fact, it might not have changed at all apart from this pocket from when I had my Sweet Peach, because I just felt, same as I did with my Sweet Peach, I just felt that everything just went so perfectly, especially this dashboard. It is my absolute favourite. Just got my ollie clip, I've got my name decal on a piece of acetate, and I've got a beautiful bow from Josephine Bow Designs. What's that? A piece of glitter everywhere. And then I have just got a tarot card from Lace and Whimsy. I've got a bookmark from Shine Sticker Studio, and I did just tape those together so they sit how I want them to in the pocket. I've got a little bear from Paper K, and I've got my washi card from Josephine Bow Designs, which is gorgeous, and I take that on. Then I've got a post-it note from Simply Gilded, and I've just got my sampler that I used to have from Paper K. So I don't pay PR for Paper K anymore. She doesn't have a PR team anymore. I think she's doing a reward system. So that's just something to note. And then in here I have got a card from Lace and Whimsy. Gorgeous. And I have got this little sticker pocket that I picked up from 15 Prill, I think it was. And I just have some samplers in here. I'm trying to use more of my samplers. You might have seen that I did have a little album from Josephine Bow Designs, one of the micro ones, and they are perfect for putting samplers in. And it's really working for me doing that as well. I am getting a lot more use out of my samplers, but these are some of the ones that didn't fit in that little album. So I thought, well, I'll just tuck them in a pocket and tuck them in there. I might be tempted to reach for them more. So this is the same as well. I think I've switched the die cut that was in the front. So this hasn't changed. The paper is from Tickle Pink Planning, and this beautiful acetate is from Josephine Bow Designs. She's got some gorgeous acetates in at the moment. There's so many more in the shop than what there used to be. There's matching ones to a lot of the collections that she's got, and I love it that she does that. Like when she does a sticker kit, she'll do it in Hobonichi size and the standard vertical size, and then you'll just get vellums and acetates to match, and I just love it because they're always absolutely stunning. So we're going into my monthly section, but what I've been thinking recently is that I think I'm going to get another tab, another divider, and I'm going to add an inbox into the front. I've changed the way I'm using this planner a little bit. I fell into the trap of what a lot of us planner girls do, or decorative planners anyway, of having this gorgeous, beautiful planner that I decorated, and it was looking all pretty and gorgeous, and then I was using it, but I wasn't using it to its full potential. It would sort of sit on my planner cart, and I'd reach for my Hobonichi, and I'd sort of scribble down on pieces of paper and stick post-it notes to my laptop, when I could have been using this better. So yeah, I think I'm going to put an inbox in the front of it, because I've got an insert inside here that is helping me to use this planner a lot more. I'm looking at it every day. I'll tell you a bit more about it when I get to it, but I'm looking at it every day. I'm using this much more productively, and I think adding an inbox to the front of my planner will help a lot with that situation. I think I'll get a lot more use out of it. So I've got a Harriet Wright Designs journaling card there on the front. I think that's an old one. This is new. I have got this from Plan to Stitch Planning. It's just a beautiful bit of artwork with a cute girl that looks like she's having some chill time, and a croissant. Croissants are my favourite. Shocking. I love food. I love pastries. Anything that comes from like a bakery, I'm all over it. It's so bad, but it tastes so good. So next I've got this acetate from Josephine Bow Designs that she made for me. I don't think she's selling this. She just made me some, and she made Beth some as well. Joanne is so lovely. She makes us all little bits of extra goodies that she puts into our PR packs. She spoils us. She really does. I've said this before, but she does. She totally spoils us. I love her so much. She's so nice. And then I have got the vellum from the Dreamer collection. You can't really see it, but it's a gorgeous sort of pastel rainbow effect. You can see it a bit if I lie it across there. Actually, it's beautiful. Then this was a free printable from Principles for Planners on Instagram, and I just mark off when the month is done. I just stick a little sticker on it. I was going to stick sort of those clear stickies that you can get over the numbers for birthdays, but I don't really track birthdays in my planner. I tend to be quite good at remembering when it's people's birthdays. So I've got a die cut from Coffee Monsters Co. This is also from Plan to Stitch Planning, as is the clip. So my monthlies are just from Jasinia's Printables. And I have actually got a set of Hobonichi tabs down the side. I actually have the same, let me just see where it is. I actually have the same set of tabs on my Hobonichi. And then I got a bit obsessed with buying every single set of tabs that Joanne brought out from Josephine Bow Designs, because they were all just so beautiful. So I do have spare tabs, and I thought, I wonder if they'll fit. And they're actually, I haven't applied them very neatly. It's difficult when you've got separate pieces of pages and they're all punched differently. You get a bit sticking out, but I wasn't going to get too obsessed with it. But look at that. They just fit perfectly end to end. So these are Hobonichi tabs. And so obviously this is personal wide, but by this logic, they would fit perfectly on a personal as well. So then we'll go into my monthly section. I've just got the previous month's taped up. I'll show you them. There's not too much going on. I don't really decorate them, just a bit of washi at the bottom. This one obviously was when we were really in lockdown, and this one, absolutely nothing going on. But yeah, so that's how I decorate those. And then I have like I said, this little clip is from Plan to Stitch Planning. And then I've got these little bookmarks that I made. So the actual tabs are from Planner Press, and then I stuck them all on some acetate from Josephine Bow Designs, and I just laminated it. And then I punched them and I sort of slit the cuts so that I can just pop it in and out where I want it to. And I've done that with a monthly, a weekly, and a to-do list as well. So this is the current month, and we've got some months coming up for the rest of the year. Then we've got some gorgeous acetate from, that might be Madison Fox Plans or Happy Scrappy, I can't remember. Then underneath we've got some vellum from Josephine Bow Designs. So we're going into my weekly section. My dividers are from Monkey Moose, which is Plan a Life to Love on Etsy. Sorry, no, that's the wrong way around. She's Monkey Moose on Instagram. Is she? No, she's Monkey Moose on Etsy. She's Plan a Life to Love on Instagram. You'll find her. She does the most beautiful dividers. I've had a couple of sets from her. This one is just sort of a one. No, there's no pocket. How would I say that? There's no pocket. That you get me. But I have had some ones that have got sort of opening dashboards that you can put decoration and stuff, and I use those in my Aura Estelle. But I figured that since I wanted to keep the bulk down in this planner because I was worried about the snap not closing, I just went with the one sheet thin ones. And what I did was I decorate a dashboard. So I've got that one decorated, and then I don't decorate, and then I decorate, and then I don't decorate. So I thought, again, that was a good way to keep the deco down and to sort of keep the bulk down a bit. So then what I started doing was just sticking post-it notes on here with important things on. So that's just a bill that I've got to pay. It's one of those ones that's in the mid of the month, and I can easily forget to do it. So if it's there, I won't forget. I've got some more acetate from Josephine Bow Designs, and this time I laminated it. I stuck a pocket on it from Happy Scrappy, and a little bit of deco from Blossom Nose Co. We've got some stickers in there, and we've got a beautiful clip that's from Naya Paperie. And then on the back, I actually quite liked the way it was black behind it, so I didn't cover it up, and I just put some die cuts on it. That's my little girl when she was much younger, a couple of years ago. And then we've just got a little girl from Keener Prints and something from Paper K. And we've got this beautiful vellum from Fab Planner Print. I've just noticed that the light has gone really dull, so I'm hoping that you can see this all right. My weekly inserts are from Justinine's Printables. So now I've got 2 weekly inserts in my weekly section, hence the reason why I've got this weekly tab, and I've also got this weekly tab because I split them down the middle. So the first set of weekly inserts that I've got is from Justinine's Printables, and this is my memory planning. So I go to my Hobonichi weeks and I refer back, and I just do a beautiful spread in here for memory planning. Is this necessary? Do I need to do this? Because I already have the week in my Hobonichi, and this is like way past. So I am up at the moment to just the beginning of March, and today is the 1st of July. So I am way behind. This is not forward planning or anything like that. So it's probably not necessary now, but I want to use the beautiful kits, and I just want to have something else nice to look at. So I do it. This is one of my favourite ones. This is the Honeybee Happy Kit from Fab Planner Print. That was when the school shut down, 20th of March. And then I think on the, I think it was somewhere here, we went into full lockdown. I think it was somewhere around about here. Yeah, and then I just yesterday used this gorgeous kit from, where is this from? From Blush Row. It was actually a glitch kit, but I could not find anything wrong with it. I haven't yet filled it in because I wanted to take a picture of it because it's so beautiful. So this is what the inserts look like empty. And I haven't reprinted them yet because yesterday I found a shop that was doing a week on 2 pages, and there were no gaps in between the boxes, which meant that you could still fit standard vertical size boxes in. So I fancy giving that a go. You know what we're like, always changing our inserts, aren't we? Right, so these dividers, these are frosted dividers from Planner Press, as are the tabs at the top. They're little clear tabs, and then there was also some little sort of background tabs to stick, and you could mix and match and get them the way that you wanted. So like I said, this now is my second set of weekly inserts, and I do open this every day, and this is current. So this is from Printables for Planners. This is a Dutch Doors insert. You can get it in the pink, and I'm sure you can I am sure you can also get it in a neutral colour as well. So again, I've got another one of those markers. I just made a bookmark with some Josephine Bow Designs acetate. just laminated it and slit it, and that just works perfectly. So I've got a few weeks of these in here. Then I've got some vellum from Happy Scrappy. This is just something that I printed out myself. Then I have got my daily section. So there's not much in my daily section at the moment. I don't have a need to daily plan at the minute, because obviously there's not too much going on. But I do also have some to-dos in here as well. So this is sort of like a daily to-do section. I always struggle with where to put my to-do section. I flip between keeping it in my dailies and keeping it in the notes at the back. And then at one point I think I did have a list section and it went in there as well. Yeah, where do you keep your to-do sections? Are they in the front with your inbox? Or let me know what you do, because I never know where I would get the best use out of them. So we've just got a little dashboard on the back of here with my little kiddie winks. This is from Happy Scrappy. Then I've got another one of those frosted dashboards, and then I've got a to-do bookmark that I made. This one is cut slightly shorter. It's one loop shorter because I made a bit of a mistake with it, but don't tell anyone. I don't think they'll notice. We'll just pretend they're all the same size. And again, I quite like the way like you get to see the black on the back. I think that's quite cool. So these are just a notepad that I got from Plannerface. It's just an A6 notepad. I just use them sometimes and punch them and pop them in. Then I've got some note paper that is printables from Justinia's Printable. There's nothing on there, but I think I'm going to put a school uniform list for my kids. This is just Happy Planner paper that I cut down because I used to be in a Happy Planner ages ago. And then we've got this cover from an Annie Plans Printables insert, but the inserts that's inside is not the same. Little die cut there. So here are my dailies. These are a Justinia's Printable one. They're not in use, like I said, at the moment. This is from Josephine Bow Designs, and then we've got a Grumpy Bear Annie Plans collaboration. Sometimes I just cover the date on that and use that as a to-do list as well. If I've got like a shopping list, sometimes I have things I want to laminate or print, and then like a focus item down here. So that can be quite good. But like I said, that section really, aside from the to-do bit, is not really in use at the moment. But I don't want to take it out because I probably will start using it again soon. Next, I've got my personal section. So if I was in a planner where I could use side tabs, I would have a lot more tabs, and the personal section would be a little bit different. But the personal section in here has sort of just become a section where I put anything that doesn't really belong anywhere else. So I've got a dashboard that I made with some Hello Petite paper. And then this is from Plan to Stitch Planning. She is from Fab Planner Print. She's got some note paper in there. This is from Fab Planner Print. I don't know why I've got two pieces of vellum together. There should be something in here, but I can't remember what. It will be an insert that I took out to reprint and rewrite, but I've forgotten and probably lost it. So yeah, maybe something else will go in there. Another one of those dividers. This is a printable from Van Sticky, and I just thought it was perfect to put over my little list of people that I've done box swaps with. Then we have got some vellum from 15 Prill. We've got my finance section, just some notes about birthday money that my partner got and where he'd spent it and what he's got left because he's useless and he'll forget. And then I've got my payment plan that I've paid, shop coupon codes, another bow from Josephine Bow Designs. I don't want to show these codes because they are codes that you get if you've used thank you codes, and it's not fair to show them if people haven't ordered. But that's what the insert looks like on the inside. That's from Annie Plans. This is covered up because this is like personal account numbers for like my energy company or TV, Sky, whatever. So I covered that up, but that just lives there. Then we've got some vellum from Happy Scrappy. We've got a little dashboard from Foxy Fix with my doggies in and just some cute die cuts that I love. And then in the back of there is my reward cards. Then we've got some vellum from Fox and Pip. That was a printable as well. Next, we're moving into my social media planner, my social media section. I do have a social media planner. I use my Printpression Weeks, which is here. And that has sort of like the week at a view of what I'm doing if I have any commitments for shops. But this is more like content planning for my Instagram or for YouTube, and it's got my PR team requirements in the back. So I can't show you everything that's in here. These are all from Paper K. So this section is just my social media. This little one here, this bit is just for, well, mainly Instagram, I suppose, and mainly my blog that I do not do because I'm rubbish. But I've got a yearly overview of my social media numbers. Instagram changed the algorithm and nobody gets to see your posts ever anymore on Instagram, which is absolute garbage. I can't remember where this is from, but this is really useful. I use those ones all the time. Then I've got some useful hashtags. I need to update this one. I didn't get around to finishing it, and there's probably some more I can put on here as well. So then we've got some vellum from Fab Planner Prints, and then this next section here is for YouTube. So these are my YouTube numbers. I try not to get too caught up in the numbers. There is a lot, and there's like 1,000,001, isn't there? 1,000,001 people who do planner videos and flip throughs and blah blah blah, and you can easily get caught up in the numbers and start feeling like a bit of a failure if you start obsessing about how many minutes of your videos people are watching. But what I always say to people is just do it because you love it. If you just make content you love because you love it, who cares about anything else? It doesn't matter. The chances of you being a mega successful YouTuber who is making money and earning a living on YouTube are slim to none. It doesn't happen very often. So if that's what you're doing YouTube for, I think, I don't want to be rude, you do whatever you want, but I think if I was setting out to do that, I think I would be destined to fail because it's not going to happen. So I make these videos and create this content because I love it, and if nothing else, it's just fun for me to look back on in a few years' time and see what planners I was in and what was going on. Just do it because you love it and don't get hung up on the numbers. But that being said, it is nice to sort of see growth or your decline if you look at that one. But yeah, I'm not getting too obsessed with the numbers. It's just nice to have it to look back on. So I've just got a setup wish list. I've got a camera on there, but I am pretty happy just filming on my phone at the moment. I don't really see anything changing with that either too soon. So then I've got some ideas for some videos. A lot of these I've already done. I've not done a more box haul yet. My more box keeps coming and I'm so impatient I just open it and dive in, and I haven't filmed the video. I've got a content planner from Ultimate Principles for Planners. It's not Ultimate, just Principles for Planners. I can never remember the name of that shop. I think they usually have an offer on as well, like if you buy 3 inserts, like the price goes down, you get a bit of a discount. Then I've got another one of these dividers from Monkey Moose, but this belongs with a different set that goes in my Aura Estelle, but it was again just a one sheet one that doesn't have a dashboard in it, and it just seemed perfect to fit it in my social media section since it had my handle on it. So I just stuck a pocket on it from Happy Scrappy, and I've just got some stuff that I love in it. I've got a raffle set of tickets because I got sent them in a Blossom Nose Co order. I've got an old sampler from Josephine Bow Designs, which I loved. I think that was Blossom Nose Co as well. That's just a printable that Tony from Fab Planner Print made, and I printed out 100 of them and laminated them and stuck them everywhere because I love them so much. Then we've got this acetate from vellum, sorry, from Madison Fox Plans. Now I can't show you this section. This section is my PR section, and I've just got my expectations, you know, what the team want from me, when to post on what days and stuff like that, so I can't really show you that. This is from Josephine Bow Designs. I think this was in here last time as well. I just think that layered over this card that's from Hello Petite Paper is just gorgeous. And then we're into my notes section. So this one here is an Annie Plans printable, and it looks like this. And then this is going to be sort of, so you can see I've printed off a couple of letters from Jensen School that he's going to be going to. So we've got a uniform list and just term dates and stuff, and then just anything else that I need to remember I'm going to write in here. Oh no, I hope she didn't read that. Oh no. She won't watch this video, it's fine. That's birthday ideas for my friend. I don't know how I missed covering that up because I covered everything else up. This is mine and my friend's gym numbers for the gym that we don't go to anymore, but if we ever rejoined we might need them. And then I've got one last divider at the end that doesn't have a title on it, and this is just sort of spare note paper. I downloaded this from Annie Plans simply for the reason that it is Animal Crossing. I have no planned use for it. I just love the papers. I love how this looks like a school exercise book as well. I thought that was quite good. So just spare note paper really, in case I've got any more notes to write. More spare note paper, and my page lifter, which is very necessary in this chunky planner. And then here at the back I've got some bills that need paying every month, but they don't go out automatically. I have to send them manually, so that's the details for those. I've got a card here from a friend that's really special to me, so I keep that in there. And then this is from, I think Lovely Beth sent me this, and she sent me this as well because I was having a bit of a rough time at the beginning of lockdown, and I think she was trying to cheer me up because she is the sweetest girl ever, and I love her. This is just a sampler from a journaling card, a mini one sort of type thing, like a little thank you for your order type thing from Happy Sherpa Papery, and that is just perfect. And then lastly, I have just got one of these, which is from Happy Scrappy. Cute little die cut. So yeah, I wondered if I would miss my big back pocket, because that's normally where I took this type of thing in. But I don't think I do. I think that I am completely and utterly in love with putting personal wide inserts in a personal Foxy fix. So I can see myself in this planner or in the Sweet Peach for a very, very long time. So I do flip planners quite a bit. I do switch in and out of planners, but the size always stays the same. I think I was really lucky. When I very first started planning, I navigated straight towards a personal wide. It was quite a popular size at the time. I'm not sure now if it's sort of changed a little bit. I see quite a few people in A6, but I see people that just flip between sizes all the time, which is cool. Like, do whatever you want to do. If that works for you, go for it. Obviously, why would you not? But I just kept thinking, like, what do you do? Cut your dashboards down, but then what if you want to move back into your bigger size? Or do you just buy everything twice in both sizes? I would get obsessed with doing stuff like that. So I've stayed in this size, and I'm really glad that I chose this size, because if I chose personal, I think I would have had to move because it would have been too small. Again, the same with A6, because obviously this is an A6 notebook. I just think it would have been too small for me. So I think I got really lucky and I just found my size straight away. So whilst I do have lots of planners to flip in and out of, I'm always going to be the same size, so I don't need to worry about wasting any of the deco or anything like that. But yeah, this is my big chunky personal wide, which she just about still closes. She screams a little bit when I try, but when I try and close her, she's like, no, don't make me any fatter, too much. But yeah, I've just got some clips on the side. I don't know if I told you. I'll tell you where those are from. So this is from last year's Now Papery advent calendar. It's very cute. I love it. This is from Pink Bow Plans, but I think she might have closed. And this at the bottom is just some tails from Dotty Moo Planner. I'm waiting for her to reopen because I feel like having a star or a crescent moon or something just to add to that at the bottom. But yeah, for now that is it. I think that was quite a long video. If you bared with me till the end of that, thank you so much. I just love flipping my planners. It's so much fun. Even if nobody watches it and it's just for me, I've still had fun. So yeah, if you like this video, if you could give me a thumbs up, and if you subscribe, I'll love you forever, and I'll see you soon. Bye.